Hey there, we're back with a new song. This one's called Laugh in the Grass. My ode to the musician from the fan. Can we fall through the grass to the center of the dirt without brains weighed down? And now it's dumb in spurts, and the vibe's alright, but the weather is wrong. So we'll laugh in the grass, and we'll change the song. I'll sing the melody, you play the tune. The wind is throbbing, a backbeat so true, and music within, and music without, and the whispered refrains and the repeated shouts, and the bridges we walk on lead to courses too long. So we'll laugh in the grass, and we'll play a song. Let's bring it down. Just these words and a beat. You are the world in my ears, and I'm the earth at your feet. And if these hips inspire you, then I'll dance all night long. So we'll laugh in the grass, and we'll change the song. We'll laugh in the grass, we'll change the song. We change the song. We change the song. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Usually after these videos, I'll play the song, and then I'll kind of give you a little backstory about how, it somehow is inspired by something in my life. This time, not so much. It essentially is like you go to a music show, you go to a festival, you go to a concert, whatever, and you just spread your mind, man. You live in that moment, and they're the world at your ears. They're everything. They're all consuming. When you go to a concert of a band that you really love and they come on stage, nothing else matters. You're locked in. You're watching every fucking minute of it. You can't put it into words so much. So it's a feeling, and that's what this song is about. And just as they are feeling your entire being with their sound, with their music, with their vibe, with their energy, so are you feeling theirs, because you are there giving energy back. So it's all the cliches about, like, oh man, I was so juiced off the crowd, bro. Like, but that's true. It's true stuff. And like, I've been to enough shows to know how it feels to, you tune in and you check out, like you are there. And I'll give a little tidbit. Okay. So I saw Primus this year, and I'm sure everyone who knows me knows that, because I was pretty obnoxious about it. But I saw Primus back in May of this year, and it was an ordeal to go see him. It was like everything that could go wrong went wrong. And which makes the memory that much sweeter in my estimation, honestly. Like, it's that dichotomy, of life. It's a true slice of life. But anyways, we sit through the opening band. It was a band called Battles. They were a thing. And then we're like, let's have a beer. Let's have a beer. We're not big drinkers, so like, we're like, okay, but we're out and about. Let's have a beer. So we go down there and we wait for like fucking 30 minutes, 45 minutes for this fucking beer. Because people are treating this, North Charleston Art Center as like a fucking dive bar. And they're like chugging shots and sweet talking the waitresses. And this isn't fucking Gumby's or something. Like, this is a nice establishment. Get your fucking drink and move on. But anyways, so we're waiting, and there's like a camera and showing the stage, like, so that you can see if the band's starting to like walk out and get on stage. So you can say, fuck it, I don't want this drink, and go back out and see your show. Well, we had just got our beer, and we started hearing dum, 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 dum. And I was like, that's Blue Collar Tweakers, man. Like, I know what that is, So we get our seat, and we're there before the bow, 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 before all that. We had this beer. And, like, within, like, a minute of that song, I just fucking... What was that? Was that water? Was it beer? I don't know. It didn't even taste like anything. But my point is because when that song started, those guys were on stage playing it, and I was there watching it and hearing it and feeling it and experiencing it. The thing you were drinking, it was just sustenance because it was hot. It was North Charleston in May. It was fucking hot. It was hot in that venue too. I mean, there's so many people. So it was no longer, like, I didn't even care about the beer. And we went into it wanting to legit taste a beer. But at that point, like, did not care because they were the earth at my ears, or the world in my ears. And that's pretty much what this song is about. And how you can float with it. If the vibes are right, but the weather's wrong, which is kind of like summing up things like Woodstock, the original, and stuff, you just change the song. You just change your perspective. You can kind of say it's like a metaphor for if things are kind of one way in your life, you can just change the song, change the perspective, and start looking at it in a different way. And I mean, that is kind of true. Kind of. That's a whole other subject. We won't go there. But you could say it's kind of like that, but I was, when I was writing this, strictly talking about in a musical sense of we'll just change the song. If we don't like the way we're going down this road, we'll go over on this road. Or maybe we'll go all the way on the two different roads and meet up in the middle because, we're interesting. Like, it's about testing things and, like, taking a group of people on a journey. And I wrote this song a long time ago. I wrote this song before we saw Primus. But, and I'll close with this. It seems especially relevant. At the time I was writing it, thinking of like the jam band concert scenes, like 425th and things like that, where you have bands like, Buckethead just coming out and doing these killer sets, or like Les Claypool's Bastard Jazz. I was very much in like the Les Claypool group, the hippie jam kind of group, which I still love, and I fucking love Les Claypool. Everybody knows that. But lately I've been getting into Mike Patton. Of course I have, and of course I'm going to have to mention that in this video because that's what I'm hyper fixated on right now. But I watched some Fantomas, I think is how you say it, which is pretty avant-garde, and I watched some of it live, and while a lot of it, even I was like, what am I hearing? What am I hearing right now? I got the distinct feeling I got when I watched Liebeslieder for the first time by Einstürzen and Noibound, and it was my first real exposure to Noibound, and it came out during the Tabula Rasa time when they were actually starting to go down the valley of like music. Before you go in, of course, I think Noibound was making music long before that. I see the validity of collapse. I love drawings of patient OT. Okay, Stim of His Fire. Like, I love Noibound. Okay, trust me, I like the noise too. But, you know, if I'm going to throw on an album just for fun and easy jamability, I'm probably going to pick Tabula Rasa, Alice Feet Are Often, Silence is Sexy, and Noi. Those albums are just instantly accessible for Noibound. You know, you're not going to go, oh man, I'm really in the vibe for Drawings of Patient OT. I mean, I do, but it's not because I'm like wanting to fucking just be like jamming. It's because I want to sit and I want to hear the sounds and I want to kind of be in this place. And it's a good breeding ground for writing or for painting or for whatever. Just expanding your mind, you know, what do you see when this happens, kind of thing. So I got that same feeling watching Phantomas live as I did watching Noibound all those years ago when they changed the way I heard music. And they did. Very much like, you know, Frank Zappa and Rush changed the way I heard music as a child. Nick Cave changed the way I heard the lyrics as a teenager. Noibound changed the way I heard just the concept of music. And not that I'm going to say that Phantomas or Mike Patton is at that point for me, but I got the same feeling. And that can also kind of be related to this song in that constant experimentation and constant sound exploration and constant trying to get the nugget, trying to get not just trying to make a finished project or a finished product or whatever, but feeling the idea, feeling it, hearing it, and going, that's it. There's sometimes when you'll hear these like early Noibound performances and there'll be something so perfect and you know they didn't mean to do it. Like, you know that it happened. Like, I make fun of Stim of His Fire, but I was watching it last night and there's just like, do, and it's completely accidental, but the way it works with the way Blixa was phrasing his words was just like perfect. And that's the nugget, you know, that's the thing. And everything else is like a journey to get there. And you have to go through some back roads that are kind of treacherous or some kind of boring side roads. But in the end, you get to the nugget. You change the song. If the vibes are right, even if the weather's wrong, you're going to come to the idea. You're going to arrive at the place that you were supposed to be. You're going to discover the thing that is begging to be born, right? And so that's the feeling I get watching Noibound, and that's the feeling I get watching Mike Patton. Okay, I don't know what that, I just wanted to say that. Anyways, I really like this song. We have another song I've been practicing and working on called Red Lights, Pink Smoke. If you were harking back to the Gabor video, I said that we were going to talk about pink smoke in relation to the Gabor mythos, but I never got around to it. So I figure when I make that video, I can explain how the pink smoke became this reoccurring motif in my circus and clown art. Red Lights and Pink Smoke was a title I had inspired after seeing the Paranormal Cirque. But I wrote something and I didn't really like it. So I just kind of been sitting on it. And then I found this riff, while I was playing around. And I said, that's it, you know. So we're still ironing out some of the kinks on that. I don't really like to put a timeline on these because as you can see, they're pretty infrequent. I do this when I can. And life is crazy. But soon, after Red Lights and Pink Smoke and maybe one more, Tent Show Treats as an EP's worth of material will be finished and fairly cohesive as a concept. So, the next step, I don't know. Do I try and record it myself? Do I try and get some help from friends? I don't know. But I'm having a lot of fun thinking about it and having fun playing with the concepts. So, I'm going to leave you with that. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And keep on laughing in the grass. Keep on spreading your mind. searching for the nugget. And if you don't like the station, change